Hellzo, everybody. My name is Ben, and today we are finally doing random custom minifigures numero dos. Random custom minifigures. The first one came out a while ago. It was just something quick I wanted to do to show you guys my figures. You guys really liked it, mostly because I'm the only person to do the Greatest Showman figures, which is super weird because it's such a great movie and the costumes are really great. So yeah, I wanted to do a second one because I've made a lot of random figures since the last one. Surprisingly, I was looking at all these and I was like, wow, I made a lot of YouTubers. There's a lot of YouTubers in this one, which is really funny. So yeah, let's just start with the YouTubers because the first one is pretty important. It's me! Yay, jazz hands. Yeah, so I decided to finally make a new sig fig. The one I've had, that was my 2017 sig fig, which was pretty good for the time, very good for my custom quality then, but since then, you know, my style has changed, not only how I create figures, but just how I look. For example, my hair is a different color, and it looks a lot different. So I sanded the sides to, it's not exactly my faded faux hawk look, but it's pretty close. Ghostbusters Shirt, it's kind of globby. That's the thing about red paint though, it's super globby. I used the wild style hood again on a paper jacket this time. And this guy, you guys will probably know because he's actually in, thanks a lot Thunder. He's actually in my intro and my channel icon now. He has some red Converses on, just like pretty much the only shoes I wear. And these were like some biker legs that I just made the belt black, even though I typically wear just sports pants. I don't usually wear belts, but yeah, I've already gone on for way too long. So we got a lot of YouTuber figures. The next one is not a YouTuber, but a YouTube character. This is, so this is really weird. So, I love Newscape Pro's Minecraft Creepypasta series, and there's just this, it's only for like 2 seconds, but there's this thing where there's a scene where they figure out that Nick, or Zree's dress, is actually Tiki Toby, and his makeup starts wearing off and you can see his creepy face. So I decided to make it. I used a Robert Downey Jr. face, gave it a sort of mucky side, and his shirt's super simple. This is like the oldest figure out of all these, so it looks the worst. But it's pretty good, in my opinion. Now we got another YouTuber figure. This one's another older one at the time. Some of you guys spotted her in the Black Panther stud story. This is Catzoon. Catzoon is probably my favorite animation YouTuber, so I ended up making her in Lego form. I used the sleepyhead hair. This was before she changed her style, so it's in the older style, which I actually prefer. She has her famous hoodie, the face, I love how that turned out. I'm very happy with that. Sadly, you can't paint the insides of Lego hands, so you can see that those are yellow. I didn't have any purple hands. I need to get some of those because I had the same problem with this guy right here. I need some pink/purple hands because of this guy. Actually, we shouldn't do him yet because we need to do Chad Tronic first. Yeah, I made Chad Tronic. He is pretty much my second favorite YouTuber, my first. We're about to see in a second here. But I love Chad, simple design, so I actually made him while making another figure in this video. And for the other side of his face, oh no. That's the thing about making two sides of faces. The paint on this hair got onto his face. But before it was ruined, I actually made his Beanie Babies scam artist face. And just some simple black pants. It's super simple, but I think it's great. I think he's a great figure. Here's the one I was talking about. This is another reason I need pink hands. I made Technoblade, hooray. And if you look on the inside, he has purple hands. Yeah, my only pair of purple hands, so I need some more of those. Minecraft figures are always really hard to make, so he doesn't look the greatest. His eyes are really blobby, and just a lot of stuff is blobby and gloppy. I don't like that. But, you know, as far as my Minecraft figures go, this is probably the second best. Or maybe Lockdown is better. So, the best definitely is this guy right here. I made Ross. This is Squirrel Ross. I didn't make a tail. I forgot to do that. But he has the gray ears, the red bow tie, the classic Ross look. This was just really simple. Just a gray figure with some white paint on him and everything. So yeah, before I do the pretty much the two reasons that most of my viewers are here, I'm gonna get through the Marvel figures, because those are, you know, my big ones. I've always got to have Marvel figures. Here's Iron Fist. My old Iron Fist, my dog chewed him up. It was just the figure from the set with some like Lloyd Ninjago legs. And I was really upset, and I just had that chewed up one on my Spider-Man, Ultimate Spider-Man shelf for forever. And I was finally like, you know what, I'm gonna make a new one, because Iron Fist is one of my favorite characters. I went crazy on the E-tape with this guy. This was when I first got E-tape. So he's got E-tape here, E-tape there. Not that much, but it's a lot for me, because I usually try not to use a lot of E-tape. I just used like a clone pilot head, painted the top white. I think that this figure turned out really nice. I painted the muscles and his little symbol and a green jacket. All of his greens are different colors, which is kind of funny. But I think that he's really great. And I don't know why I haven't put the Doctor Strange. Yeah, wait, are his pieces? No, his pieces are orange. I'm trying to look at my Infinity War shelf from halfway across the room. His are orange, I think, so I don't think that they would have worked for him. Now this is 2 Marvel figures in one. So I updated my Guardians Rocket Raccoon. Just a little guy there. Let me sort of zoom in on him. The camera. Of course, I gotta mess up the camera as always. But yeah. Got a little Rocket Raccoon guy. Well, dang it. Yeah, as you can see, I'll just keep it like that. He is not 100% right. I think that the baby might have been more size accurate, but this one just looks so much better. I could paint it so much easier. I could paint the microfig easier. The arms look better. The face looks so much better than the other one. The sculpt is so much better. I've grown so much. And to get even smaller, I decided to make Baby Groot. He is not that great because he's Baby Groot. He's super small, and it was hard to get any detail on him. But I worked hard to get a smiley face, and that's those two. Let me put him next to my monofig there. Now we're gonna have trouble adjusting, of course. So yeah, that's those guys. Let me throw my mono off. And continue sort of with the superheroes theme. This is a long story. I am not a DC fan, but my little cousin came over and she was like, she really likes Suicide Squad, even though she's like 3. Yeah. And she was like, Ben, let's make Harley Quinn. And I was like, my sister is making some sort of weird noise in the background. But she was like, Ben, please, let's make Harley Quinn. And I was like, okay, fine, we'll make her. And then I pulled up some pictures, and she was like, no, the party Harley Quinn. And I was like, oh gosh. I wasn't going to show off this figure, but I'm pretty proud of how it turned out, honestly. The face is pretty good. She wanted to help me with it, so a lot of the leg, torso, and hair detail, just the solid paint job was hers. And, I mean, it's pretty globby because she's only like 3, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good for her age. Now for the 2 that all my subscribers are basically here for. First one is Kara, or Chara, Hara. People got mad at me for saying Hara, but the thing is that's how things like challah bread, you don't say challah, you say challah. Yeah, so I don't know why I pulled up the monofig. It's just normal tiny legs. It's just tiny legs, you guys. So I decided I'm doing Undertale figures again because I really never finished those. So I'm going to redo Sans, Pyrus, and Flowey, and then Toriel and Asgore. I never did, so I'm going to end up doing those. Maybe even Grilby. I was considering Grilby. But Kara is super simple. I made them at the same time I made Chad because they're just too simple. I used a different hair than I did for Frisk, but the face I'm so proud of. It's a Gandalf face, but I'm really proud of how it turned out. It has that sort of creepy vibe, the yellow stripes and everything, and the just simple pants. And yeah, and here is the reason everyone watches these. As many of you guys know, I've been making Greatest Showman figures for Jude. This is one of them. I only have, after her, only one more. Maybe I'm going to throw in another 2, but probably just one more. I tried to make her just a little bit smaller than the average minifigs, as you can see, just a little bit. It's not, I could have done it better. She has an E-tape dress over just some random bricks. Just lots of simple detail, but it all comes together to make a really cool figure. I sculpted the beard. I wanted to have a sculpted beard, and that went along well with the Patty from Ghostbusters hair. And yeah, those are all of my figures. Thank you so much for watching. It's probably going to be another long while till I make another one of these. So yeah, but I do make them often. I wanted to say that I'm the stud story for Infinity War. I've just started on it 3 months later because my birthday happened. I got some better equipment. You guys can probably tell the audio and video quality is much better on this one. And I got a bunch of figures so I can finish up the Infinity War figures and then have all the characters in the video. Yeah, and I also have I have no idea what I'm saying. So, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.